Before I officially open this video, I want to show you guys how much this car is bouncing. Look at that. That's just the craziest thing. Like the shocks behind are so done that literally I'm riding on the springs. Literally feels like I'm in a jumping castle. Like I don't even have to be on a bumpy road. Like I can just step on the brake and it will. Because I would have forgotten to vlog it, just from mending this tire. About to remove that one. And then there was some sticker here. I'll include pictures just to show you. I also had to remove all the tint because I hate tint. What's up guys, welcome back to yet another vlog. I haven't vlogged in a long time. I think it's been like a month. And yeah, I really wanted to do this vlog, but I don't know why. Like I just felt like the day just started passing me by without me not doing anything. And the whole video was supposed to be about this car, and I hope I'll manage to capture some because we're not yet done working on this car. And I hope that you guys love this kind of videos. So basically, I bought this car yesterday, and to be honest, it really didn't look like this when I got it yesterday. And I feel like I've personally been making a lot of bad mistakes when it comes to buying cars. And you guys are obviously aware that I do buy a lot of cars, and that's because I usually buy and resell. Yeah, that's just like giving out a hint to you guys. So for this one, firstly, when I say I often make a lot of mistakes, and maybe this is one thing that I would we grow through mistakes, and I'm not trying to validate me getting wrong cars because of through mistakes, but I think if you're not trying, you won't know what's going wrong or correct. And for me, I think what's been going wrong mostly when buying cars is I buy off impulse, and usually because I don't have like a personal car, I'll end up feeling like, oh, I need to buy a car, I need to have a car because of movement, and I'm neglecting the business part of it. So I end up maybe buying a car that's way too expensive for what it is, and then selling it becomes a problem, or making a decent profit becomes a problem. So for this car, one of the major issues when I got it was obviously this. So the mirror is kind of broken there. Yeah, so you really can't like adjust the mirror. And then so the tire that we were just changing as well, all that, it had to take me home. And this car is surprisingly running 15s all around, so I need to get rim covers for that. And then there was a sticker here, go-kart racing. Be sure to include pictures on how it looked before, because I did get up. And then from the inside, the interior is quite neat. It's really quite neat. But then, as I said, some of the mistakes that I've been making, and obviously would want to avoid in the future, because obviously me getting a really good car makes it easy for me to sell. And yeah, so one is that it is not working. The AC doesn't work. AC turns on and off, but I'm hoping it's not a compressor issue and it just needs to be regassed, because when I turn it on, like the air comes out all fine, but like when you press on the AC, nothing, and the radio doesn't work. So I'm honestly not sure what's wrong with the radio, and I believe I will sell it like that, or I would try and obviously put in some more money to fix that. But of course, I think this is one video I've been trying to make, and probably I'm not the only one who's buying and selling cars, and even how I started it. And maybe this is just a question that I'll pose to you guys, like, would you want me to make a video talking about how I got into selling cars and whatnot? Yeah, but otherwise, engine wise, it's a really good car. And though I personally don't feel like I got a good deal out of it, I feel like I could have done better, or I could have driven the price down even better because of all the issues that it presumably has. Yeah, but yeah, and all the shocks. Yeah, I think now of like how just like look at. I don't know if you can tell. So like I'm literally using one hand. I'm using one hand because I was holding my phone on the other hand. It could still go down. So part of that was what I used to kind of bargain for a good price. I don't know if it was a good price, and I only be able to tell once I try to sell this car. But yes, I really don't like selling cars that are in bad condition, or are not at least something that I would drive. So we are trying to currently just revamp the car and make it better. So at the end of this video, hopefully we will have this car in a better condition that someone would probably buy this car at. So I hope you guys can stay tuned for that.
You didn't hear me? Yes, I am. Must be. What is this?
So we've managed to remove the shocks so far, and now we're just removing the control arms that have the bushes and the ball joints. I was going to do the front shocks as well, but I think that's okay. The other bad thing that we noticed is a very bad leakage coming from the gearbox seal. So I don't know how we're going to try and address that, but we'll try and come up with a ghetto fix. Yeah, but otherwise, just removing this other control arm, which houses the ball joint and the two bushes for the control arm. And then for the other side, it was a bit tricky because the gearbox kind of lets the other bolt, like the way this bolt is here, but the gearbox is there, so it prevents it. So we had to lift up the gearbox just slightly up. And I might have to top up on the ATF because of this leak, because it's really, really bad, and I don't want to risk driving without gearbox oil. So just on our way to buy the spare parts now. We've got the samples and everything, and now it's just I'm with JB in a 1UZ V8. Sounds nice, huh? Sunroof, Yes, there's a lot of space actually.
Panga shoot basi.
Hapo unatenga sana manje.
Ndio kwa wana wasipo.
Completely new car. The only bad part now is that the front shocks are not the best. Ideally, I would have loved to change them as well, but yeah, I want to stay within a budget. Change the side mirror, so just waiting on it to like dry because we put some. We had to change the cover. The one we bought came with a grey one, so we had to change the cover and change that. So this is just temporary to make it stick. And only a few things remaining. The number plate. Tomorrow is a Sunday, so I doubt I'll get that done tomorrow, but I will try and get it done if I can. And yeah, the next thing I'll try and do is get the radio working. If I can hopefully find that it's a fuse, I'll be more than happy. And regas the AC, if I can do that, all well and good. Yeah. So the car is finally done. I managed to buy the number plate on a Sunday. I was actually surprised that the guys were still working, but yeah, it has a new number plate. So if we can just go through all the things we've done, and I'd like to give you a cost breakdown as well. So new number plate, 2 new rim covers. We switched up the odd mirror to a new one. But yeah, I still don't like this thing because we had to change this cover, and because we had to do that, we had to kind of put silicone. I really don't like that, but it was the only choice to make it at least look uniform with the car. Yeah, remove the stickers that were here. What else? I also removed the tint, but now I don't like how, because I think the tint was so old, so removing it kind of like left these things. I wanted to dedicate some time to just like chill and do all that, but it was going to be so time consuming. And then for the inside, there isn't really much that I have done for the inside. The only other thing that is not working is the radio. Of course, the AC, I've kind of been moving with the AC on, but it hasn't been like cold like the way AC should be cold. So I think it's just about topping up on the gas, and then I think it should be okay. On the radio, I wanted to go through some guy that I know that does radios, but unfortunately closed, so I think I have to do with what I have now. We changed the back shocks, we changed the bushes, we changed the ball joints. All that costed about 2,600 for the shocks, the ball joints, and the arm bushes. And then the number plate was 250. The branding, like the AI discs, so that they don't see the side mirrors. You know, in Lusaka, that costed me 50 kwacha. I put new to my reflect. Anyway, I just wanted to support the guy, but yeah, these things. So I wanted to just support the guy, and I was like, let me do it for 20 kwacha all round. Yeah. So I spent my budget for this car was like 5,000. For the mirror, that was 850. I bought this smelly thing for 100 kwacha in ShopRite. The car wash was 100 kwacha. What else have we spent? And of course, there's some labor money. On the engine part, I really haven't done much, and I think it's one of the few areas that I haven't shown on this car. So for the engine, zoomed in. For the engine, it's not really bad. I like that the owner replaced the battery before I got the car. Yeah. Apart from that, everything seems okay. Apart from the leakage that was coming from underneath, that I could actually check now whether it's still leaking. So as of right now, there's no leakage, luckily. So yeah.